The grey, or behold, I am sending you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Matthew 10:16-22. I've watched the city premiere in Naples of the film The Grey by Joe Carnahan, USA, 2012, with Liam Neeson as the protagonist Otway. The screenplay is by Joe Carnahan and Ian Jeffers. The film is quite clearly an open metaphor of the difficult and dramatic moment we are living today. In an oil extraction plant in the most anonymous and remote part of Alaska, a bunch of desperate men is working hard during the day and getting drunk by night. There are as many men as painful stories like the story of Otway, who is in charge of killing as many wolves as he can before they, in hundreds, tear apart the men at work. The protagonist is a sad man who has lost interest in life since he has recently lost his adored wife on cancer. A very common story. The second scene shows him on a small plane going back for a break to Anchorage with some other men from the plant. The plane crashes and only 7 people survive. At this point, the man, who seemed to be defeated, appoints himself as head of the surviving workers, leading them towards their highly unlikely salvation. The territory they are in is vast and outside any air route. It is uninhabited and crowded with flocks of wolves and numerous herds of bears. It is icy cold, so cold it is hard to even imagine it. Each survivor has a wound as a consequence of the dreadful landing. They have no arms, no food, they are not well clothed, and have no resource that could let them hope to survive that icy hell, which is more than a threat of the hell awaiting them. As he tells the story of these few survivors, the director also manages to tell something about their lives, or at least to hint at it. We find the religious man who prays continuously and who would like to stop and bury the dead. The fake, tough, sarcastic man who claims he's not afraid and rejects Otway's authority. The intelligent man of few words, the pragmatic but we see them for a short while, since they all, one after the other, either because he stopped for only one moment or because he shortly separated from the group, get torn apart by the wolves. With an abundance of details, the director should have probably saved us. Only 2 are left, the most determined, the most active, the most positive of the group. However, one of them also dies in the icy river, where he has tried to escape from the last assault of the wolves. Otway is left alone. He's like an Iron Man, he never stops and is determined to live. However, he has not slept nor eaten for days. He's frozen by the river. He has no resource, and he's aware that he will soon be assaulted by 20, 30, 100 wolves. He feels lost for a moment. He kneels down and curses God. "Prove me you are there. Save me and I'll trust in you forever." When no sign comes from above, he exclaims, "It doesn't matter. I'll make it by myself." And he starts limping on an endless ocean of ice. When he kneels down to take some breath, he suddenly realizes he is precisely in the wolves' den, while tens of them are already surrounding him. He breaks some small sharp points and hastily uses them as prostheses for his fingers, remembering something his father would repeat to him: "I will die today, but I'll die fighting." Isn't it one of the topic sentences of active astrology? The curtain falls and credits scroll down. Leave the children home and don't forget to bring the razor blades. However, for those who will watch it with eyes like mine, I believe this film intends to deliver a positive message in the ambit of active astrology, as well as in this terrible crisis, which will surely make many victims, but will also have its many heroes. Ciro Discepolo, Napoli, December 2012.